Hi, LaDonna Hale here. Likely you caught the 1 minute pillars video. This is just a little bit more in-depth training on how to establish your 5 pillars that you show up in on your social media feeds, and also just give you the 5 that we are going to use for this exercise. But as you're working through these, I want you to start really thinking about the pillars of your life and what you really love and how you can show up online to find the people that are aligned with you who might benefit, 1, from the products that you offer, 2, from the business that you hold in your hands that can impact their life in a positive way, or 3, collaboration and friendship. And I'd love to throw in the collaboration and friendship piece because for me, it takes the sale off the table. We are reaching people to impact their lives in a positive way. And when we feel sold to as human beings, that can feel a little pushbacky, or when we feel like we're selling. So I don't want to lead you down a path that you feel like you aren't selling a product. You're selling a fabulous product that you can totally get behind. You're selling a business opportunity that's unlike anything I've ever seen. It's really, really amazing. But 3, you also are reaching people on social media to impact them. And maybe it's just that they need a kind word that day. Maybe it's that they need friendship. Maybe it's someone that you can collaborate with in your business and maybe do a joint live or some partnership. And so I want you to stop thinking about people for a need to sell and more about an uncovering of the needs that they have that you may hold the benefit to, that you can answer that problem that they have in relation to those 3 things. And that will just make the sales process a lot easier for you. So in relation to pillars, we're going to use your Juvenile business as the first pillar. Your second pillar is going to be mindset and motivation. Your third pillar is going to be the products and the skincare and the lashes, the products that we hold with the Juvenile. The fourth pillar is going to be your friends, your personal life, your family life, and your 5th pillar is going to be engagement posts. And so I want to just chat about each of those really quickly. But for the sake of this exercise, those are the pillars we want you to use during this 30-day boot camp. Unless you already have a personal brand, then we want you to weave in the products and the opportunity to that. And as you're moving through these pillars, I want you to really think about the things that you love, that you enjoy, and start writing your 5 pillars for your personal brand. And so a really great exercise to do that is to take out a piece of paper, set a timer for 1 minute, and then just start writing all of the things that you love to do. Like for me, I'm a wife, I'm a grandma, I'm a mama. I love that I get to work independently, that I work online completely, that I have the time and flexibility available to be able to help with my grandchildren who live next door. They bought the home next door. So my 4 grandbabies live right next door. So the beauty in me being able to work my online business with Juvenile is that I can stop my day whenever I choose to be available to take a walk down to the river with my grandchildren, or to go to the park, or to play, right? So you have to think about what that is for you. I love to kayak. I've had horses, so I love to horseback ride. I love the outdoors. I live in the Pacific Northwest. So those are a very big piece of my lifestyle online because it's real, it's factual, right? We never want to represent something that isn't what we love and what we're doing, because our goal is to be attracting like-minded people who are like us, to build a team of like-minded people together, or to sell products to people who are excited about wanting what you hold in your hands with your product line. And so some ideas of what you can post around the Juvenile business. We're in a really amazing timing situation with the company. If you're watching this and we aren't in soft launch as we are now, it's still a beautiful time in a young company to be showing up, to be able to build out teams and have a blast doing that. It's a really, really sexy line of products. So that's a big piece of your business. The compensation plan is unlike anything I've seen. Being able to really build out teams and impact people in a strong, positive way, being able to build a business online, being able to add a secondary income source. For many people, this isn't about replacement income. It's about being able to swipe their debit card at the grocery store in a comfortable way and not be worried that it won't go through, right? And so this is a beautiful blessing in what you hold in your hand with your business. So those are the things I want you to weave into your social media. And then I also like business. So let's talk about mindset and motivation. What would be things you could post for mindset and motivation? A motivational quote, maybe a book that you're reading, something in line with that, right? Those are the things that you'll share around mindset and motivation. 5 tips for increasing your energy when you have a low mood. That's a great mindset and motivation post. I love to look at things like this. My daughter and I coach the LAP training, which is learning and then taking action on what you learn and then passing that on. So one of the biggest blessings that you can show up with on social media is to help someone walk through something that you've walked through that you've improved, right? So think about that. As you're growing your business and as you're growing your personal development in the industry, working on personal development work, areas that need improvement personally, and working on business development, areas that need business development improvement daily. I do 20 minutes a day of both. Keeps me fresh, keeps my mind fresh, keeps me fresh on what's going on in the world of working online in social media. Like reels are really hot right now on Instagram. So I'm making an attempt at doing more reels on Instagram because that pushes my content out to more people. So that's something that I could share, right, as a tool for one of my pillars. So I want you to think about that, learning and then taking action. And when you have a strong positive result, I want you to pass that on to others. That's an area that you can implement into each of these pillars, right? When in putting the content together for the pillars, I want you to do a couple things, and you're going to have to figure out what flow works best for you. I love to use my notes in my phone, and each of these pillars, each of my 5 pillars has a section in my notes in my phone where when I see something that I like, when I see something that I could repurpose as my own, change it up a little bit, change the content, I then put it into my notes. So it's in that section, right? Juvenile Business. It's in that section as an idea for a post for the day that I've mapped out. That's my Juvenile Business day that I'm going to post around. So I keep notes for each of the pillars. And then I also keep an album for each of the pillars. So each of these pillars has an album for the month that I'm in. And I go find 4 to 6 pictures. You only need 4. I find 4 to 6 because sometimes I get to that day and I'm like, I don't really want to use that one. So I want you to pick 4 to 6 photos or videos that you save into that album for the month so that on the days that you're feeling creative, you can be creating your content to post on the day that you have mapped out for that pillar. So then I want you to go to your planner, whether you use one online, whether you use a paper planner. I want you to go to your planner and I want you to write out your month. Write out the 30 days. And I want you to map out what day you're going to talk about Juvenile Business. I want you to write down what day of the week you're going to talk about mindset and motivation. I want you to write down the day that you're going to talk about product, skincare, and lashes. I want you to write down in your planner the day that you're going to talk about family, friends, and personal. And then I want you to write down the day that you're going to post engagement posts. And then the other 2 days during the week, those are going to be your lifestyle. Those are really going to showcase the things that you love to do, the things that you're doing in the outdoors. And this is going to allow you to really show up online with your authentic voice so that you're building the know, like, trust factor with your audience of people on social media so that when you get into Messenger and you start that engagement, like a morning for me is I do my birthdays every morning and then I go to my stories that I posted the day before and I engage with everyone who's on that story. Hey, how are you? Are you working on any fun projects? Great to see you on here. What's going on in life? Those kind of conversation starters, right? I like to ask open-ended questions so that the conversation continues. And then as I'm having those conversations, it makes it a lot easier for me to say, hey, I've introduced this really sexy lash line. Are you open to taking a look at what I've got going on? If not, no worries. If I've had some conversation, that makes it easier to ask. And then if my message is a little colder, but I've showed up on my social media around my pillars, building that know, like, trust factor, when I ask if someone is open, it is going to be received a lot better than if they go look at my social media and we haven't really been engaged and I haven't been showing up in a way that is direct about what I have going on in life, right? So that they can make a decision about whether looking at the magazine of my life, which is my social media, whether I would be someone that would be aligned with them to either buy from, work with, or be a friend with. So I hope that this is helpful. Enjoy your 30-day boot camp. Put this pillars exercise into play in your business. Consistency is everything in network marketing. So put this into play and really exercise this for 60 to 90 days, and you are going to see a huge improvement in your engagement on social media and in the know, like, trust factor, building those relationships with people that you can possibly work with, you can collaborate with, or you can sell product to. Thank you so much and have a great day.